What's up guys, this is GhostX. Welcome back to another video. So today we will go over the Recon assignment. This is basically an easy unlock guide for all the assignments, and I hope it's going to help you if you haven't unlocked them yet. I'm sorry today if you hear me a little bit different because I'm been under the weather. So if you hear me talking about anything weird or, take some, strange pauses throughout the conversation, just ignore those. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first assignment is spot enemies in objective areas with Recon gadgets, and you can do 250 of those, and you have to get 10,000 of earned score. And to do that, we're going to go to community, and we're going to hit search experiences, and we're going to enter this code right here. However, before you host it, I forgot to mention that you need to bring the gadgets that we're going to use, and I would recommend having the drone, and also we're going to use a different the other gadget inside the game. I always recommend putting a password for experiences before you start them. This will bring you to Firestorm Breakthrough. After you spawn, you can come to the objective, which is objective A, and then you can drop the sensor over here. The sensor will give you a lot of spotting, and also to help with the spotting, you can use your drone, but try to use it inside the objective. So the drone and the sensor, you will get this done in no time. If you continue spotting, you can get that 10,000 score in the second half of the challenge, but you can also continue sniping. The 10,000 score easily, achievable. The next challenge is to get 50 headshots from 150 meters distance. And for this challenge, you have to, come to a certain spot that I'm going to show you right now. But you don't have to change the code. You don't have to change the experience. We're going to use basically the same one that we're in. And you can just continue going to challenge 2 after you finish challenge 1. So if you come to this spot right here, this is like the rock all the way behind. And if you see that kind of V shape, the second one, not the first one. This is the same spot that I showed in the sniper rifle video that I posted last week. If you stand here and try to get your headshots, you will get 150 meters as a distance for your headshots, and you need 50, and the bots will be accumulating around your only teammate that would show up in this experience with you. But you can also just drop your motion sensor over there inside the objective and try to get the 50 headshots from 150 meters from this spot. And again, this is also easy to do. It's not complex at all. The third assignment would be trick enemies into hitting your sniper decoy, and you need 30 of those. This is also pretty easy to do. You can do it in the regular matches, or you can do it in a bot server. And for the bot server, we're going to use a different code. This code will bring you to Manhattan Bridge as the first map for rush mode, but I found it easier to do it on a different map. You can go ahead always hit admin controls and hit next map. The third one, I think it's Sobek City. I think it's the third one, and you need to kind of drop your dummies over here, and once the enemy shoot at them, you will get tricked enemy, and you can always kind of check and see if it's tracking. You will be able to get this in no time, probably like 10 minutes max. If they stop, shooting at the dummies and you don't see it at all, you can just, advance to the second sector and start doing the same process again. The fourth assignment would be spotting enemies at objectives. We're using the gadgets, and also you need 40,000 of score. Spotting enemies, you will need 300, and that's easy to do. We're going to do it on the first code that we shared earlier. Basically, you're going to go in and use your motion sensor, drop it in there, and it will spot enemies for you. And then you can help, the counting by using your Recon drone while you're in the objective. Now, as far as the 40,000 of a score, you can do whatever you want inside that objective to get that score, but I found it way easier to kind of use the C4. Just redeploy, get your C4 and come back here, drop your motion sensor, and then wait for bots to accumulate around the motion sensor, and then, throw your C4, and you'll get insane number of kills, and that will go towards your 40,000 of score. Now, the next assignment would be laser designate targets that sustain damage. You need 2,000 damage on those, and you need to mark vehicles using the tracer dart. Now, this one is pretty easy to do. However, it has a little something that if you don't know, it would be one of the hardest tasks for you to do. You need to know that this one is completely bugged as of today on Battlefield 6. I tried to do it in so many ways. I did it on bot servers, I did it on regular matches. I laser designated multiple targets, different targets, jets, helicopters, tanks, like even the quads, and and like transport vehicles. Nothing worked completely. I mean, I'm seriously, nothing worked. But finally, I figured out what was wrong with it, and I'm going to share it with you. But before I do that, let me just tell you that the way to do the laser designation is you have to choose the laser designator in your gadgets inventory. And I would do this on regular match and not on bot server. You can choose Conquest, and I do recommend Firestorm map. The laser designator, they can be, continue to be held, by hand, and then you look at a target and then you paint it, and the target will have the sign on it for, teammates and your vehicles to shoot it with laser designated rockets. Now you can also just drop it like on a hill or on like a tall building, and then it will paint targets for you automatically. But like I said, I used different tactics for this one. Nothing worked, and the reason for that is because I had it as tracked, and it will show up when I pause the screen, and tracking it was a mistake, a huge mistake. So what I did is I untracked it, and it started counting right away. You probably need only like 2 or 3 vehicles to be designated and then destroyed. So yeah, it's easy to do, but all you need to understand is it's bugged out, and when you get to it, just untrack the whole assignments for your Recon class, and then go ahead and do it, get done with it, and then you can go back and track the rest of the assignments. The second part of this assignment is to mark vehicles using the Tracer Dart, and the Tracer Dart is a gadget that we just unlocked, so you're gonna go ahead and change your loadout before you jump in the map. We're going to use bot server for this one, and the code for this one is here on the screen. I would also put a password and go ahead and host this experience. This experience will take you to Empire State as the first map, but I would go ahead and click admin controls and then hit next to jump into the next map. This map is Mirak Valley, and it's Conquest. Once you spawn in, just go ahead and get to the first objective the enemy is taking. Probably it would be E, and you will find their vehicles, trying to get the objective and coming at you, and then you can start shooting them with your pistol or the dart, and you need 25 of those. And also, if you wait a little bit for the designation to disappear and then you shoot the same vehicle, you will get another point as well. So you don't really need that many vehicles. You need 2 or 3 to kind of rotate between them, shoot all of them and then wait for the first one you shot to get off the marker, and then you can paint it or shoot it again. The last assignment is get headshots, again 200 meters away, and you need 10 of those only. And also you need damage with C4 or anti-personnel mines. For that, we're going to use the same code that we used earlier for the first assignments to get those 200 meters away headshots, and you're going to go to the same spot that I showed you earlier, which I'm not going to show you here because we already did it at the beginning of the video. And for the C4 damage, it's also pretty straightforward and easy. You will do it here. You will find these unarmed bots, and you can grind those points really easy. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this video is going to be helpful for you to unlock those Recon assignments. Stay tuned for more guides and gameplay coming up soon. Hit that like down below and subscribe if you haven't, because you're going to support the channel and you're going to have more audience see the channel because of you. Before I let you go, I do want to say a few things. First, I really appreciate all the community support that I've been getting for the past few days and the past week. I appreciate everyone hit that like button, or anyone put a comment down below, or anyone subscribe to the channel. I'm very grateful for you guys. This is just an encouragement for me to continue creating and making videos. And for that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.